Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to the Thursday edition of Litter Media Live, our daily topics informational show to help you understand about the things that are going on in and around our communities. It's also called beneficial news you can use.
Yes.
With Aaron Glandon, I'm Dan Ramey. Mike Smith on assignment today. He has been roaming across the battlefields of softball games last night, and he'll be doing that again today, it's my understanding.
Yes, he will. He's a busy man.
He is.
By the time we went live, it was 11:01.
True.
I really thought we were going to be there and be right on 11 o'clock. Has that ever happened before? Have we ever started right at 11?
Right at 11. It's happened more times than I think people realize.
Okay.
It has, yes.
Because Mike likes to start at 10:45.
Mike he's ready to leave when he walks through the door.
Yeah.
So he's always been like that. So I don't know if that's his dad's military background, that part of the hurry up and wait mentality.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like I say, he's hurried up and he's ready to go as soon as he walks through the door. Weather for you today, we've got some cloudy conditions, but there's a little bit of sunshine that keeps peeking through here. In fact, we'll have cloud cover expected through the evening hours and partly sunny skies returning for tomorrow with highs of near 81. Might be a little bit of rain this evening, and we're expecting some windy conditions tomorrow. And, you know, if we look at our weather map here, it shows early afternoon. Is that early morning?
That's early morning.
Okay, all right. So early morning, we may run into some windy conditions. But by the time the feast opens up, things will have settled down.
It looks like a drizzle at 11 a.m. when the feast opens.
And that's fine. That is representative of God's blessing upon the weekend.
Yes.
I had never really paid much attention to that until it was mentioned during one of the presidential inaugurations when there was a light drizzle. And I think it was Franklin Graham at the time who was speaking, Billy Graham's son, talked about how a light drizzle is an expression of God's blessing on whatever the event is. So there you go, a little something for us to look forward to for the weekend, which we'll be talking about in just a moment with a look at what's happening with news and information. But first, we want to tell you about Scioto Valley Dumpsters. They're in the business of cleaning up. If you have a situation in your home or your residence, in some instances, they'll go in and they will do the demo work. They'll do cleanup area, all that stuff. But if you just want a dumpster, they can bring one to you. They'll set it where you need it, and then you fill it up, and then they'll come back and haul it away. It all starts with a phone call, 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week. The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, created in the memory of Bryant Beans Butt, call 740-703-0611. If you want more information, simply click on this ad on our website, littermedia.com, and it will give you the phone number and email information for the Bean Foundation. Some of the stories that we're going to share with you here today are available not only here on our Facebook news feed, but also on Litter Media X, as well as littermedia.com.
And on Litter Media YouTube.
And on YouTube as well, plus Spotify.
Yes.
You can hear this show as well later this afternoon. But yesterday in-house, we had the State Patrol was here yesterday. You were minding your P's and Q's, correct?
What does that mean?
You were behaving yourself.
I've never heard that phrase in my life.
You've never heard minding your P's
was.
and Q's?
I've never heard that.
Gosh, I'm showing my age.
Yeah, Sergeant Bobby Brown and Lieutenant Melody Provenzano of the Chillicothe Highway Patrol Post were guests on our special edition yesterday morning, where they talked about holiday and summer driving safety.
So with distracted driving, you're going to see an increase in traffic crashes. That was the main reason for actually going to a primary offense, which was a really good thing for us. With the increased traffic volume over the Memorial Day weekend, distracted driving will be a big, a major component that we're going to be looking for to decrease that and to prevent traffic crashes.
And you can find that full interview on Litter Media YouTube and listen to it on Spotify, along with Litter Media Radio.
Like showing off his tie-dye phone case as well there.
He was talking about distracted driving and saying, don't be distracted by one of
This
these.
device in your hand is the problem right there. We'll be distracted by the Feast of the Flowering Moon this weekend.
Yeah, we will.
It is upon us here, and it all starts tomorrow. They're starting to shut down some things today already. We can tell you that the Feast of the Flowering Moon, with its opening downtown tomorrow, street closures due to the feast include North Paint between 2nd and Water, East Water, including the alley access, Yaktangi Parkway, West Water from Walnut to Mulberry, that's where the car show is taking place on West Water, and East 2nd to North Paint will be closed for 90 minutes from 3 p.m. to 5:30 for the parade that'll make its way on Saturday.
That is more than 90 minutes.
You're right. For 2.5 hours.
That is 150 minutes.
Yes. Forgive my my lack of figuring that out. Here is the schedule for you, though, that you can take a look. The festival's going to open up at 11 o'clock. They'll have Native American dancing going on down in the park. Have a motorcycle show this year, so you can check that out at 3 p.m. The band Good and Stout's going to play at 4. They'll have Native American dancing again at 5 o'clock. The Princess Pageant introductions will take place at 5:30. Now, this past Saturday, we had the Queen pageant. They've not crowned who the Queen is yet. That's taking place at 7 o'clock, and that will start tomorrow evening. So as you see, more things again on Saturday will also be available for your perusal, as well as on Sunday. Moose Miller is going to be the main entertainment up on the big stage. And let's just tell you more about who's going to perform in just a bit. Right now, let's tell you about the Chillicothe Trolley, because it will be running Friday and Saturday during the feast. And according to this post, I don't see hours for Sunday. So it looks like they're taking Sunday off.
It's the Sabbath.
That very well could be right there. You got to give the trolley a day of rest.
Yeah.
And that would be the case. But a wide range of music entertainment on the main stage at Paint and 2nd Streets, beginning with Greg Higley Band and also finishing up with 7 Miles Bluegrass. That'll be on Sunday at 4 p.m. And then the festival itself closes around 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So 7 Miles Bluegrass closing the show. So a lot of stuff to go and enjoy at the Feast of the Flowering Moon,
Yes.
which gets underway tomorrow.
Many in Chillicothe are familiar with the weekly farmers market in the Ross County Service Center parking lot. But if you're looking for another, the Pickaway County Visitors Bureau invites you to the Asheville Community Market this Saturday, located at Asheville Community Park, featuring over 40 vendors offering fresh, organic, locally sourced produce, meats, breads, plants, and crafts. Plus, there will be food trucks, live entertainment, and the vibrant community atmosphere from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
And staying in Asheville, the Parade of Seniors will start tonight from Teays Valley High School. There you see on screen. Follow the red line from the top all the way back down and around to the Asheville Village Park. It starts at 6:30 p.m. So if you want to give a big salute to the seniors, and they've got a big class. I mean, when I graduated from Teays Valley, we had a little over 160. I think they're close to 400.
Wow.
It's huge.
I heard a rumor that famous alumni Dan Ramey will be crowd surfing throughout the parade.
No.
On the seniors' shoulders.
I will be busy tonight taking a moment of rest because I was in Latham earlier in the week, and these are the kids I'll be with Friday evening. It is the Western High School seniors, recognized in what they have dubbed the Western Seniors Extravaganza. Now, this was Monday. They had a cookout for family members and friends and snacks as well. And then they heard the future plans for the class of 2024, and each one of them went up and got behind the banner of what their future is going to be. Wow. Some going to Ohio State, Marshal, as you see there, Shawnee State and all. But others through the Vern Rife Career and Technology Center. You see the different categories that they are going in on the far left there, and a number of kids going into the workforce as well. So it was really cool to see all of them together for this one last time before the big send-off. And that's going to be tomorrow night. Their commencement ceremony takes place at 7 o'clock at Western High School in Pike County.
As Ohioans prepare to kick off the unofficial start to the summer grilling season, the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of State Fire Marshal reminds grill masters of all skill levels, so grill beginners too, to practice caution during upcoming outdoor cookouts. Each year, approximately 9,500 people are burned from grill fires or hot grills. In addition, an average of 10,600 home fires are caused by grills annually.
You just have to pay attention.
Yeah.
And I've been guilty of not paying attention before. You get the singed eyebrows, that sort of thing. And for those of us that wear facial hair, that can be impacted as well. Yeah. But it can be far more serious also. So
don't leave your hot dogs and hamburgers unattended. I would imagine is a big thing.
I always like to stand by the grill and stay with it as long as I can. I took Mike Smith's man card away from him many moons ago when I found out that he doesn't do any grilling.
Wow.
Laura does all the grilling. Can you imagine that?
Can't imagine. Do you wear an apron when you grill?
I have, but I don't always.
Okay. Does it have a fun design?
No.
Well, that's no fun.
I was given an apron through a radio interview that we had done, and I can't recall anything other than the fact that it was about grilling, and it probably had Kiss the Cook on it or something like that.
I feel like an apron, like a grilling apron, is a classic Father's Day present.
The classic is the extended tie.
Yeah. I think I got my dad one that had Darth Vader, like his suit, so it looks like he's Darth Vader.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Had the buttons.
The apron?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. So he's standing there with the grill turner and everything in his hand going, I am your father.
Yes.
The grill father. Who was also a girl father, Princess Leia.
Spoiler alert.
That out
yes.
there. Yeah. Next Wednesday, and I want to thank our pal Lori Graves for bringing this to our attention. Pioneer Center is hosting a donation drive. As stated in the post by Lori, they're looking for hygiene items, also paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning items for homes. And this is for the Ross County Fans Network. This is a group of people committed to enhancing the lives of individuals with disabilities. part of their work is helping these individuals move into their own homes. So they need items like this, small kitchen appliances, kitchen and bath towels, plenty of other things that you can help donate as well. So if you can help, please do so. Their drop-off location will be next Wednesday, 1 until 6 p.m. at the Pioneer Center offices on West Main Street here in Chillicothe. All right, on to our road report. Pickaway County, US 23, between North Court Street and State Route 316, has various daily lane restrictions, which will cause delays. And that starts Monday, May 6th.
That was a month ago.
Yeah, we're in the past here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, for the script, and I should have read it before I picked it up here. But this is going to continue through fall of 2024. They're resurfacing Route 23 in that area from North Court Street, which is where 7 Auto Salvage is, because it used to be 84 Lumber when I was a kid. From that location north up to South Bloomfield, and that gives you the idea of where they'll be doing all that paving.
On North Court Street.
No, from North Court Street.
Right.
North Court Street runs through Circleville, but it begins at 23.
Okay.
When you turn off there.
Yes.
So hopefully it didn't confuse anyone.
I'm confused.
Or your question. Hopefully it didn't confuse anyone. All right, coming up, we're going to confuse you on sports on the way in just a moment. And we'll throw back as well as we turn up the dials on the Litter Media Wayback Machine for, where are we going to?
I don't remember.
1785.
Yes.
So we'll go back to bicentennial type era.
Everybody's favorite president.
Now it's fake news. He'll explain when we get to that portion of the program. But first, let's tell you about Haynes Total Healthcare Center. They're celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. And click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com. It'll take you right to their website to learn more. That website is hayneshealth.com.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
At Rathkamp Financial, we believe in building client relationships for the long term, guiding you through the stages of wealth with a plan and bringing you closer to reaching your financial dreams. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Before we get into sports, I want to say hi to the folks tuning in today. Thank you, Adam Sharp, also Robin Wolf, John Russell, make that Josh Russell, also Tim Rutherford checking in, and Aunt Ruth, Grandma Ruth for...
Hi, Foofy.
Foofy or Foofy?
Foofy.
Foofy.
I don't remember who it was that first said that, but when someone in my family was a kid, they couldn't say Ruth.
Yeah.
And she was dubbed Foofy forever.
One of my cousins, Phyllis Matheny from Wheelersburg, I think she lives in St. Louis now, something like that, but they called her Foof. Her name was Phyllis. But where does Ruth come? Well, Foofy, Roofy. Okay,
yes.
I got it. It's like the old, who was the home run king at one point in time, asking the dog, and the dog goes, Roof.
That's pretty good.
Babe Ruth, back in the day. On to sports. Logan Elms Lady Braves are now the OHSAA Softball Elite Eight, one step away from the Final Four, following a back-and-forth 8-5 win over Jonathan Alder in Division II regional semifinals up at Pickerington Central High School yesterday. You can see our interview with Taylor Fowler and Riley Wolf within our web story at littermedia.com, as well as seeing it on Litter Media X. Now, Logan Elm will face Dover Friday at 5 p.m. after they advance to the 7-1 win over Unioto. The Tanks' lone hit in the game was a solo homer by Hannah Hall as their nice season comes to a close. And the Huntington Huntsmen had their season come to an end as the Fairland Dragons came out swinging both defensively and offensively Tuesday at VA Memorial Stadium. A 5-4 win over the boys from the township.
Yes. The first couple innings, it wasn't a close game. But Huntington came back with a fire in the end, and it was only a double play at the very last second, getting one of the runners out at home base. That's into the game. It was very exciting.
Huntington, good job. Great season as well. Our Wednesday high school tournament scores are available on our website, littermedia.com, and our scoreboard shows Wheelersburg, South Webster, and Notre Dame softball all advancing to the regional finals. Valley had its season come to a close. Lancaster blanked Teays Valley 10-0 in their D1 regional semi, and other baseball district winners include Waverly over Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse beating Jackson for the district crowns. More Division III baseball will be played tonight out of VA Memorial Stadium. Regional track and field updates on our scoreboard. D1 and D3 held opening day events. D2 is tonight. The Prospect League is proud to announce the new-look Prospect League Hall of Fame, celebrating more than 6 decades of summer collegiate baseball in the Midwest. The inaugural class welcomes 6 Prospect League and Central Illinois Collegiate League alumni. They include Major League Hall of Fame and home run hitter Mike Schmidt, Danny Goodwin, Kirby Puckett, Ben Zobrist, Brian Dorsett, and Sean Manea. So a lot of guys who have made a name for themselves in the big leagues all got their start in the Prospect League.
Yes.
We're getting closer to the start of the Chillicothe Paints 2024 season opener. The Paints will open on the road in Lafayette with the Aviators this Tuesday. And then they'll host the Johnstown Mill Rats 1 week from tonight in the home opener. So good luck to the Paints next week, and can't wait to see them next week here at VA Memorial Stadium. The Ohio Village Muffins will be in Chillicothe next Saturday, also at VA Memorial Stadium, as well as up at Adena Mansion and Gardens to play the Adena Worthingtons. But yesterday they played their annual game on the State House lawn with state lawmakers. And if you look closely in the very middle, in the long sleeves, you'll see Bob Peterson from Fayette County.
There he is.
I believe he's still senator. I can't remember. Sometimes they'll flip from senator to representative,
right,
depending upon their term limits and that. But I think he's still a senator, if I'm not mistaken. If not, he's a representative. But we know this: he's a lawmaker, and these guys are pretty tough on the State House lawn.
Yes,
they play with a softer baseball when they play there. Do you know why?
I don't know.
Short field, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, so they don't break State House windows.
Oh, that makes sense.
Can you imagine? This is it. The last time you boys are playing out here. And you'll notice also the women, those are members of the Diamonds. That is the women's vintage baseball team. That's an association with the Ohio Village Muffins.
I see.
Yeah. And they'll be coming to Chillicothe next Saturday. The Reds fell to the Padres yesterday, 7-3. Nick Martinez did well for 4 innings. Then he gave up 3 runs in the 5th, and that set the Reds back 5-1. They'll wrap up that set at home this afternoon at 1:10. Frankie Montes will take the hill, trying to even his mark at 3-3 on the season. The Guardians took the Mets 6-3. They fell behind early, 3-0. But then the Guards scored 6 runs over the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings for their 33rd win on the season. They have an off day today. They'll open up the weekend in California as they take on the Angels in Anaheim tomorrow night. That's a look at sports. Coming up in a moment, this date in history. Some of you might be impacted by this date even as we speak.
Wow.
I'm one of them. Details coming up in just a moment.
I haven't read the script yet, so I'm very interested to hear why.
Get ready.
But first, we're going to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Your trusted comfort advisor is Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you've got an issue with that in your home or business, they can take care of it. If you're building a new home, you'll see them come right in there and jump right in and put in the proper system that you need for your home. They'll do the same thing for your business, even if you need multiple units to go into your commercial business. Get more details when you click on this ad anywhere you see it at lettermedia.com. It takes you right to their website, accuratehvac.com. Let me pull a... Do you remember seeing anyone do that?
I'm confused. I've seen people take their glasses off before.
One in particular was Walter Cronkite when he was reading from the script, took a look up at the clock, and he announced the passing of John F. Kennedy. In his glasses, if I'm not mistaken, there were something called bifocals.
Wow.
I have bifocals in my glasses. Are you old enough yet?
Bifocals are when the top is a different prescription than the bottom, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because both of my eyes are different prescriptions, but they're not bifocals.
This is to help you with distance reading and that sort of thing.
Right.
So when you see people start stretching their arms out like that.
So both of my parents do that.
They need some assistance with their vision. And the glasses I have are no lines, so you can't see the bifocal.
Right.
But you know it's there. Well, in a letter dated on this date in 1785, Benjamin Franklin reveals his design for what would later be called bifocal glasses. The Pennsylvania inventor, printer, author, diplomat, an American founding father, but you don't see where it says president here.
No, he was not a president.
He was not a president. Had grown tired of alternating between two different pairs of glasses to help his near and far vision. So he came up with an idea to quite literally split the difference. Franklin is widely known and credited as the inventor of the bifocals.
He's a smart man.
Yeah, really cool stuff. If you've never done an exhaustive research of Ben Franklin, man, he's involved with everything. Had a unique style about him, from what I understand. One thing I learned was that he liked to go around without wearing clothes a lot. And he was a womanizer.
I knew he was a womanizer. Yes.
And wanted, instead of the American bald eagle, to be a
turkey. He wanted
national
a turkey.
bird, the turkey. But we end up eating the national bird. In his view, the national bird we eat during big holiday events, especially Thanksgiving Day.
Is that why he wanted it to be the national bird? Because they would have had Thanksgiving by then.
I don't think that's the case. To be honest with you, I can't remember the whole story. I remember him making the plea for it. I don't know if it was a serious plea or if he was making light of it. I don't know. I don't know if he was a hunter and enjoyed going out and seeing the wild turkey. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe his wild turkey idea was something out of a bottle.
Probably.
But you just never know. We're not trying to create revisionist history here in any fashion. They sound like it, especially when you tease the segment as everyone's favorite president.
I thought everyone knows he's not a president.
Yes.
It was just a funny joke because he's on
the $100
He's on our
bill.
currency,
Yeah.
and most of the people on our currency are presidents, like
Yes.
Alexander Hamilton.
He's not a president.
I know. That was another joke.
Yes, absolutely. That's it for the program today. Thank you so much for watching here on Facebook as well as YouTube. And thank you for listening on Litter Media Radio. If you want to find out how to reach Litter Media Radio, simply go to our website, littermedia.com. And there is a little button you can click. It says Litter Media Radio. Takes you right there. Thank you for spending time with us. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.